City Heating and Air has been proudly serving East Tennessee for over 60 years. We use only the best equipment like American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning for your residential, new construction, or commercial needs. City Heat and Air.
Air compared.
Well, good morning. Happy snow day, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, whatever day you want to call it. Grab a cup of coffee or a cup of hot cocoa or tea this morning. Kick back, relax. If you don't have to travel, don't travel this morning. Conditions will improve throughout the day today. We've got a storm system that's swinging its way on into the area. Obviously, we've been talking about this for quite some time. Snow's already been falling around East Tennessee this morning, and that's going to be the story. Now, again, it'll probably last through about 10 o'clock this morning. Then we'll see improving conditions. So I think the most tough travel conditions in some areas will be first thing this morning, and then we'll start to see things improve as we head through the day before another reinforced shot of even more snow expected overnight tonight. And I actually think, and I've said this yesterday and the day before, I think you folks across the mountain counties will actually get more snow overnight tonight than what you will get throughout much of the day today. Cold high pressure builds in back behind the system, and we'll start to see improving weather conditions. Let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast here across the area. As we look ahead, we do have big impacts. We have winter storm warnings and also winter weather advisories painted across much of our region. Here in East Tennessee, we've been upgraded. The National Weather Service has added all of East Tennessee to the winter weather advisory. So they've now added the Southern Valley, so south of Sweetwater, Athens, Dayton, Soddy Daisy, Cleveland, and Chattanooga. So everybody's under a winter weather advisory except for Fentress County under a winter storm warning. Here's what it looks like. Visible satellite and radar. Obviously, we don't have the satellite on there because the sun is down as of this recording, but you can see the snow really filling in across the area. A little bit of mixing down across the Southern Valley, maybe some sleet and a little bit of light rain with the initial onset of this precipitation. The atmosphere is really dry. It took a while for it to overcome. This is the story this morning, but watch this. By noon, quickly improving conditions. And then as we get into the afternoon, still a few scattered light snow showers, but we're really going to lose a lot of that moisture source as we get past about 10 to noon today. So I don't think whatever snowfall we have later on this afternoon will be on the light side. However, overnight tonight, another reinforced shot of some light snow, another little piece of energy moving its way on through. Some lingering snow showers for the first part of our Thursday, and in improving conditions, albeit cold, breezy, with a strong northwesterly flow ushering in that colder air. Let's talk snowfall totals here for a second. We pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock this morning. And again, as we run you through the day today, you'll see how upper East Tennessee, the Tennessee-Kentucky border, a little bit darker shaded blue areas are going to be seeing the majority of the snow. Lesser amounts across the mountain counties, but hold on a second. This takes us through 7 o'clock tonight. Remember, I said this yesterday, we're going to get colder air moving in after sundown. That produces very efficient snow producers. It wrings out the atmosphere, and another disturbance on the way. So watch this, 7 o'clock here tonight through the overnight hours. You'll see how this is just going to continue to enhance itself as more snow showers come in overnight tonight, a little bit more across the Cumberland Plateau, more across the mountain counties and the foothills. I think that's the story through the first part of our Thursday, and then we'll see the snow machine kind of die down Thursday afternoon. So let me explain snowfall totals. I've added a few to the mix there. 1 to 3 from northern Cumberland County, 2 to 3 plus across parts of Fentress, northern Scott, Campbell County, parts of maybe northern Anderson County around the Cumberland Mountains anyways. 2 to 4 plus across the highest peaks of the Smokies, some models indicating upwards of 6 inches. And again, most of that's going to be overnight tonight and through the first part of our day on Thursday. And I've added 1 to 3 across the foothills. Now here's the caveat. Again, that's not going to be through the day today necessarily for you folks in Maryville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Newport, Greenville. I think that's going to be overnight tonight, which would create even icier conditions as we get started on our Thursday morning. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. This is my in-house model. This is a 3 kilometer, so high resolution, which is good because it picks up a lot more data points anyways. Now, again, don't mind the numbers. I've already given you my official snowfall forecast. This is what I'm going with an official snowfall forecast. Again, 2 to 3 across the northern parts, 2 to 4 plus across the mountains. Generally speaking, less than 2 inches across the valley locations. So again, let me just highlight this. Don't concentrate on the numbers, but I wanted to prove a point here. Pick up our timeline 6 o'clock this morning. Again, we've had some decent snow across parts of Scott and Fentress and northern Morgan and Cumberland County. This is all going to feed on into the area by noon. Watch this. Afternoon, we just don't see a whole lot more. But then watch this again overnight tonight, that reinforced shot of snow. And this is what I'm talking about. A little bit of snow is going to be developing across the foothills and mountain counties as we get into our Thursday morning. That's when I think we're going to have more of an issue across the area. Temperatures are going to be colder, and so more icy conditions tomorrow morning than this morning. A little bit of rain possible across the mountain counties if we get some of that downsloping winds. Generally speaking, total precipitation as we precipitate it all out of the atmosphere, whether that be in the form of snow, sleet, and or rain. We're talking about 1/4 of an inch or so. So these numbers have come down a little bit. And if this is true, then that means snowfall totals come down a little bit. That's why I start low and slow, so I don't have to come up, or I go up and then I come back down. I've pretty much stayed pretty steady on my snowfall forecast so far. Look at these morning low temperatures. This is 5 o'clock in the morning. Again, we definitely have a colder start to the day where we've got some teens and 20s across the area. Lunchtime temperatures are only going to be in the 20s and 30s, so fairly steady temperatures. We're not going to fluctuate. We're not going to warm up a whole lot today with afternoon highs in the 20s and 30s. This evening, we're going to stay right there in the 20s and 30s through about 8 o'clock here tonight. Colder air comes racing on in. Morning lows dip down into the teens and 20s. So brutally cold to get our Thursday morning started. And that's why we also are going to see more efficient snow producers overnight tonight. Plus, the National Weather Service has issued a cold weather advisory tonight through Thursday morning. We're talking about wind chill values 5 to 5 degrees below zero. It's going to be incredibly cold. Now, forecast high temperatures tomorrow, chilly, snow on the ground for some locations, and we only make it into the 20s. So here's your 7-day forecast. Average temperature, we're cutting East Tennessee in the middle. Listen, East Tennessee is a big area. Cannot possibly cover all the 7 days. You can find out more online or, of course, with the East Tennessee weather app. I do update that there. But when you look at your 7-day forecast, we're going to see those temperatures come down on Thursday. We'll climb back up on Friday, and then more seasonable weather starts to work our way as we get into the end of the weekend and the start of next week. So again, don't forget to track the snow. Listen, you can check out live weather cameras with the East Tennessee weather app online at easttnweather.com or on YouTube. I do snowfall forecasts and weather updates 3 times a day. There's just a wealth of weather information right there at your fingertips. Download the East Tennessee, see if I can get my words out. Download the East Tennessee weather app today. How about that? Have a great day. Plan your day with the East Tennessee weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day parts, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.